Greetings and welcome to A Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, the Barabbah add-on. So, apologies that it's taken a little bit longer than I thought to continue the series or actually start it. I did have to... I went back and forth between what we wanted to start as for this, and I said we're going to be doing the Telyavs clan because, well, it's kind of close to the most vanilla of the original clans, really, of the Tremere, and I figure, yeah, I haven't played that game actually, so let's do the most vanilla that we can. But the Telyavs have some interesting abilities with the new like magic thaumaturgy paths, and I had to go through all the files and make sure that was working properly, so that took a little bit. It was either that or like the Lamians, because I really wanted to try the Mortis, but we're gonna be doing the Telyavs, but I want to do one of these because I did test it out before, just randomly clicking things, and I did take into account that it's the Barabbah add-on and has all the new clans in it. So let's answer and see what kind of vampire we'd play as. Let's go male. Alright, while in the club you spot your ex-roommate who skipped out after taking your stuff and leaving you with a stack of bills. He looks dead drunk. Do you grab him by the head and repeatedly bash his face into the bar? Or call the cops? See you in court, buddy? Alright, well here's the thing. He's dead drunk. Nothing you can do. I'm gonna call the cops on him. You can see him in court, see what I can get out of him. If he was in my face, you know, making, like, taunting me about it, then yeah, I'd bash his head in, but nah, we'll call the cops. You're outbid at an auction for a macabre piece of art that you must have. You know the collector who won it. You've even been to his house. Do you get a few drinks with him later on to persuade him to sell to you? Wait until he leaves, find a spare key, and make it look like a robbery? Write an unflattering critique on the artist, get it published, and just wait for your friend to try to unload it? Look, man, if I know him, I'm just gonna, you know, try to persuade him. Like, if we know each other. If I didn't know him, then maybe one of the others, but you're heading downtown to meet with some Nosferatu in the alley behind the Chinese restaurant. He has some valuable information to sell. You're not expecting any trouble, but you can never be too careful, do you? Take no weapons that might spook your contact, trusting in your supernatural strength. Hide a blackjack in your coat to give you a little edge. Jam a Smith & Wesson in your waistband just to be sure. Oh, hey, we're all vampires here. Plus, maybe I have, you know, magic or something. There's so many disciplines, you never know what you might have. You're in a convenience store looking through the beer freezer when all of a sudden a man walks in and pulls a gun on the cashier. Do you sneak up behind him, disarm him, and then proceed to beat him senseless? Or quietly make your way to the bathroom and lock yourself in? Alright, well this is something that just about everyone has thought of, right? Like, come on. Be like, yeah, I could definitely take that guy. But we're a vampire, so yeah, we're gonna, you know, sneak up behind him and, you know, disarm him and all that. If we were a normal person, maybe hide in the bathroom, but a bouncer at the opening of an exclusive nightclub won't let you inside the party with all the beautiful people. Oh yeah, it's all the beautiful people. That's the reason I want to go into this nightclub. Convince him you work for that director you-know-who and you'll bring him with you next time. Hide out by the back exit, wait for someone to leave, and then slip in undetected. Bribe them. Everyone has got their price, and it's worth it to get to know that kind of people inside. Alright. This one would just fall apart, I think, so we're not going to do that. Probably going to be cameras in the back. But might take a bit for someone to detect us with it. Plus, if you're smart about it, you could, like, change outfits and clothes and... Yeah, let's hide by the back exit. You're in an all-night pawn shop, feeling the need for some protection, but very low on cash. A book entitled Kickboxing and 10 Easy Lessons. A well-worn baseball bat. Or a cheap Saturday night special. A book entitled Kickboxing and 10 Easy Lessons kind of sounds good, but is it gonna have anything worth it inside, you know? Or is it just gonna be one of them quick little scam books that, like, oh yes, you kick. And you know what? Let's go for the classic, a well-worn baseball bat. It's easy. You swing it. Kind of hard to, you know, hide it, but didn't say anything about hiding it. As you're walking home late at night, you hear footsteps, glance back, and suddenly realize someone is following you. Turn to confront them or duck behind a tree to lose them. Well, we're a vampire. Maybe the other person's a vampire as well. Let's duck behind a tree and lose them and just see what happens. If you were a spy, would you be the kind that charms and seduces their way to the info? The kind that gets in and out without being seen? Ooh. Without being seen. One guy at the party's been trying to pick a fight with you all night and has finally decided to throw a punch. Do you clock him in the mouth? Pick up an empty bottle and smash it. Hey, he's starting the fight. I'm gonna end it. Bottle. The world's a cruel and unforgiving place, but you've gotten by so far. Why? I cheat. You have no ideas of the secrets I've learned. Ancient secrets. Yeah, obviously. Oh, sweet. Telyevs. Tremere offshoot, you possess unique arts of thaumaturgy, but being an offshoot, you don't have the limits of your fellow Tremere. Alright. Your vampire's attributes and abilities have now been determined and entered into its character sheet, which you will see next. After your tour of the character sheet, you may make changes to the character or simply play it is. Alright. So this is giving us a little tutorial and everything, so these are your attributes and abilities, which feats are derived from. Attributes are your inherent character traits and are broken into 3 categories: physical, social, and mental. Abilities are things you learn and also are broken into 3 categories: talent, skills, and knowledge. Member of the Telyevs are a Tremere bloodline who discovered their thaumaturgic rituals by themselves through Lithuanian pagan cults and rites. I'm assuming it's supposed to be Lithuanian, but feats are the actions you perform in the game. Feats are derived from adding an attribute and an ability. An example would be the feat of lockpicking, which is derived from the attribute of dexterity and the ability of security. Hovering your mouse pointer over a feat will highlight the attribute and ability upon which it is dependent. You are a Telyevs, dedicated to the pagan rituals. Their disciplines are Auspex, Presence, and Thaumaturgy. But that's crossed out because we have Thaumaturgy. Or is it? You know what, we'll take a look when we're there. This is your humanity. 7 is your norm, 10 is saintly, and the lower you go, the closer to the beast you become. Also, the lower your humanity, the greater your chances of frenzying. When a vampire goes into a frenzy, he loses all control and attacks any and all things around him. However, as you gain experience, you can spend experience points to increase your humanity. Alright. Like I said, I played this game before, but it's been a while, and I never beat it, so this is where your masquerade violations are displayed. The masquerade is a code by which many vampires unlive. Anytime a vampire is seen doing a supernatural act by a mortal, it is considered a masquerade violation. You have 5 chances, and each strike will have repercussions. If you commit 5 masquerade violations, you will be dealt with harshly. Alright, this is where all the information you have hovering is displayed. The auto levels on and off button is a toggle that allows you to decide whether you want the computer to allocate the experience points or you wish. The reset stats button is another toggle that allows you to clear out your point allocation so they can start over or return them to their last setting. Cancel button allows you to return to your last point in the game without changing your character sheet. Once you're satisfied with your character settings, click on the accept. Alright. So we're going to go back to the base here where you got Telyevs, yes. And then just to show you the other options with Nephilim, Tlask, I butchered that, Ananke, Gargoyle, Ravnos, Telyevs, and Vol'jir. But let's take a look at our history. So, no history, could be an archaeologist, fascinated by ancient lore, alternate starting trait priorities, mental, social, and physical. An artisan. As time goes on, old knowledge starts to fade out. Anthropologist. Since your days at college, you were fascinated by all of the different cultures. 1 to investigation and scholarship, but also -1 to firearms and melee. Visionary. You have cheaper Auspex, but also more expensive charisma. Or we can be a homosexual. Well, let's think of a name first. So, fun little fact, I got the name of this channel, Sir Masquerade, because of Sir from A Song of Ice and Fire, of how they, did all the nights, and I just really liked how that was spelt. more than, you know, the traditional SIR. And from here, when I first played Vampire the Masquerade years and years ago, I just was like, that's just cool, Sir Masquerade. So let's just take a look. All right, so what do we got if we do normal here? 3 attributes. Yep, presence, aspects. I think I did it right. I could be wrong. All right, so I double checked the files, so we should be good. But well, I guess we'll find out, right? So what do we want to put in here? Also, I haven't been able to check the music. No, there is no music. That is weird. All right. So, so scholarship. Supernaturally sharpened mind of Atelyevs can dissect any field. Your character's ability to gather information. Scholarship will increase your research and persuasion. Identify and activate rare artifacts. So that would be good. We have 3 points in our abilities, 2 attributes, and 1 in discipline. All right, well, let me just take a look and see how the difference is for these. So let's see here. Nothing in social, 2 in mental. What happens if we say choose that anthropologist? Yeah, so we do already would have investigation and scholarship. Measures your character's ability to notice minute or hidden details. Inspection feat. And where is it? Melee combat, unarmed range, combat defense, bashing, light, lethal. Firearms. What if we chose, say, artisan? Not seeing a different alternate starting trait priorities. We have cheaper aspects, but also more expensive charisma. All right, yeah, social is priority 1, mental is 2, and physical is priority 3. Skills, talents, and knowledge. So let's say if we did put it there. Abilities 5. And then abilities 4. Unfortunately, because we don't have presence and everything, I really hope I fiddle with the files correctly. I'm assuming these actually should be, say, the thaumaturgy, but well, if it's not working properly, I will figure it out, I suppose. So what we need is a good name. We are raid. And Auspics is always a good one to go for. Oh yeah, so we can't do this just yet, it looks like. Maybe this will get added in. So let's put it in Auspics. Next. Oh, wait, no. Do we want to be the archaeologist? We plan on doing more like all the magic-y stuff, right? So I think anthropologist actually might be better. Give us a boost to inspection and scholar investigation. All right. Yeah, so we got that going. Oh, wait. Wait a second. Is there like a bug? It looks like there's a bug. So, I don't know if it's because I fiddled with things or... Yeah. Okay. Wits and perception. I don't. All right. Well, we'll figure that out, I suppose. What is charisma? Perception. Measures your character's awareness of their surroundings. Honestly, perception's probably important. Range combat, which would infect. Magic, I'm assuming. All right. Dexterity, lockpicking, and sneaking. Character's toughness increases soak, bashing, which is probably good. Appearance is the foundation of the seduction trait. Manipulation. Necessary for haggle. Persuasion. Oh, we only had 2 points. Right? Oh, this is how many points we get for these. Okay. I'm seeing this now. Okay, I see. Physical and mental. What happens if I chose, say, none? What was that again? Physicals. The mental will be good, but I kind of want like some of the social. I don't want cheaper aspects. Yeah. All right, and there seems to be a bug with the character creation. I don't know if that is because I fiddled with the files. It shouldn't have anything to do with that, but I don't know. All right, well, let's get stamina so we have soak. Some soak stuff there. And research, wits, combat defense, and hacking. Yeah, sure. And I guess we're starting off, a little broken. Mental. And let's see here. Wait, no, what? I thought we started off as a... Oh, no. Chose the wrong one. There we go. Brawl, dodge, intimidation, subterfuge. Let's get dodge. Make your character's ability to instill fear and force cooperation. And let's do subterfuge. Yeah. We'll be pretty tanky because we're gonna have magic. And skills, security, lockpicking, and stealth. Let's do security so we can lockpick. And we have 3 in our knowledge. Evaluate the market value of items. Investigation. Scholarship. And yeah. I think that's looking pretty good. Oh, spend all of our points, so well, I guess presents, even though that might not be useful. Everything else has been spent. No, not this. Okay. Intelligence. And I guess wits. Inspection, what is that? Perception attribute. You know what? Let's go for a scholarship because I want to be pretty persuasive. Because I remember the one thing is we need to have a pretty high persuasion for something, for a certain like event and whatnot. I think that's it. Oh nope, I guess dexterity is fine. There we go. There we go. The embrace, the act of transforming a mortal into a vampire. Sorry that there's been no music, but
I want to show you something.
oh, what are you going to show me? No. Maybe she had one that was bigger than mine. Why do I have glasses? Oh man, it does look a lot better than when I first. Am I wearing like a bomber jacket? What am I wearing? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
Good evening.
Evening.
My fellow kindred.
Oh, now I look different.
My apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements you may have had this evening. It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence,
What did he say?
have been broken. As prince, I am within my rights to
You
grant
want to put
or
on
deny
some clothes there?
kindred of this city
Nah.
the privilege of siring. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight was not refused permission. Indeed,
I'm
my
very
permission
confused
was never
on.
sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence.
Pretty sure we were embraced by a female
Tonight,
by
I
this
consider
sound,
the
so.
accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death. Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all.
And she is.
Let tonight's proceedings serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of our blood. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence.
Mm. Damn. Everyone's looking at him like,
Which
yeah.
leads to the fate of the ill-begotten progeny. Without a sire, most childer are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that...
This is bullshit!
Oh, well, I guess it's bullshit. Oh, shit. Hey, Nosferatu in the back. Maybe don't wear a bikini, please.
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish, I have decided to let this kindred live. They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good evening.
All right. Well, that was a lot. Everyone's just walking all out. Thought you walked out earlier there, Rodriguez.
Your sire, tragic, my apologies. But you see, there is a strict code of conduct
I like
that
how
all
I'm
of us
looking at him like, what the fuck?
must adhere to if we wish to survive. When anyone breaks these laws, they undermine
I'm
the
supposed to follow you.
well-known fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity. but the opportunity
What is
to
that sassy
transcend
walk I'm
fate
doing?
woven by your sire. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good evening.
You like to say good evening a lot, don't you? Alright. Now let's test our apparently OP vampire. Oh. There we go. Important Python script has not been compiled correctly on your system. Probably playing inside a Linux Wine environment without running from a loader. Alright. Is that why I can't? Oh, I'm saving the game.
I'd be pissed if this
Oh, shit.
wasn't so cute. Look at you trying so hard. It's absolutely precious.
Oh. Oh. What the fuck? What do you mean? How I got these incredible stats? I'm too weak to play with the game though. Okay, so it was meant to be cheating. Okay.
Yeah, whenever you're done, sweet cheeks, we can move this show along.
I'm sorry, I'll create a new character. I use a mod or something similar. Please let me continue. Need more blood. Alright, well, I'm gonna check and see what the Python thing is that I'm missing. So, one sec. Alright, so we're gonna just remake our character here and just, you know, double check that everything is gonna be good. But that'll be for next time. So this was just the character creator and taking a look at all that stuff. So this will be episode 0. I know last time I made this was episode 0, but I renamed that as the showcase. This is the true episode 0 of character creator. I know it's, you know, a bit lackluster, but I have to. I did win and asked Barabbah on the ModDB page if everything is good and everything, and how we can just double check to make sure everything is all good, because I don't know anything about the Python, and I don't know about the crossed off aspects and presents and empty stuff here. So I'm just gonna wait for him to respond. So yeah, sorry that this is you know, not the greatest episode, but hey, at least we, you know, got through the first cutscene. Alright, I hope you guys at least semi enjoyed this. Let me know your guys' thoughts at the very least. If I don't hear back, you know, soonish, I might switch over and we might choose a different clan. But I'm actually really looking forward to trying this Telyevs. I remember when I was doing the Tremere, I loved playing as the Tremere and just, you know, blood blasting. But this is even more like magic and stuff. So I wanna experience that. So I just gotta make sure this is actually, you know, working right. So leave any other comments down below. Leave any, you know, White Wolf or Vampire the Masquerade or, you know, Werewolf the Apocalypse, all that. Any lore tidbits and, you know, little trivia you guys might want to talk about. And yeah, check everything else out on the channel if you so want, and leave a like if you like, leave a dislike if you dislike, but tell me why, and I shall see you all later.